Welcome back to Laughing in the Dark, the podcast where I hang out in haunted places with comedians. I'm your host, Sarah Jones. In this episode, I got to hang out with the very funny and very fun Corina Lucas. Corina is a Portland comedian with a high-energy style. She was raised in the suburbs of Northern California and went to Catholic school, which gives a lot of context to her raunchy material. She placed third in the 2018 Portland's Funniest Person contest at Helium Comedy Club, and the Portland Mercury named her one of their undisputable geniuses of comedy. She has been on the Portland Queer Comedy Festival for the last 2 years and is one of the hosts of Fly Ass Jokes, the longest-running comedy show in Portland. Her butt has been described as breathtaking. Corina and I explored the historic Slocum House in Vancouver, Washington. As always, be sure to check out our Instagram for pictures that go along with this episode. You can find us with the handle @LitDarkPodcast. That's at LITDARK Podcast. Here's the episode. I hope you love it.
Oh my god, your handwriting is so neat. Holy shit. All right, med school. I see you.
Well, this is why I could never have been a doctor.
Because doctors have messy as fuck handwriting.
This won't work.
That's my name. Wait, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay, that's my name.
Okay, great.
Never seen my name written so neatly before.
Well, hey, it's the first time for everything. So we are in the Slocum House.
Indeed. Mm-hmm. Very well air conditioned.
Very well air conditioned on a really hot day.
Is it the ghosts? Yeah, who knows?
There's a mysterious cold spot.
It's a mysterious cold. And who knows? Could be air conditioning, could be ghosts. Let the viewers decide.
The viewers.
Yeah.
Okay, so before I get started, I'm going to go through my sources for this episode.
Okay.
I used
Wikipedia?
That is one of them, actually. Wikipedia. Bradley Richardson, the executive director of the Clark County Historical Museum, helped me out immensely. Okay. So special thanks to Bradley.
Brad.
Yes. Brad, thank you.
Call him Brad, yeah.
I do in email exchanges. But his full name is Bradley. The Columbian has a list of blogs online, and one by Sue Vorenberg I used. The Travel Channel, HistoricSlocumHouse.com, VancouverFarmersMarket.com, ClarkGreenNeighbors.org, and a book called Ghost Hunter's Guide to Portland and the Oregon Coast by Jeff Dwyer.
Jeff Dwyer, the definitive authority on ghost hunting in the Northwest. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
One of the many.
Okay. How many ghosts does he have in his mantle? 'Cause otherwise, that's how I judge ghost hunters.
That I don't know.
Okay. I bet you could just put up an empty mantle and be like, yeah, you see that? That's a big old ghost that I got. Yeah, right over the fireplace. You can't see it because you haven't experienced it like I have.
You haven't earned the right to see the ghost.
Yeah, you don't see ghosts until your third hunt.
Yes, at least. Mm-hmm. Well, for some it takes longer. We are at the Slocum House in Vancouver, Washington. Listed on the National Registry of Historic Places, the Slocum House is a gorgeous, historic, 2-story Victorian home with a unique and airy event space.
Airy.
Very airy.
It's very airy, yeah.
Complete with wooden floors.
Wow.
High ceilings.
Oh my God.
And excellent natural lighting.
Excellent. There is
Which
excellent natural lighting.
To. Yeah,
natural lighting is key.
Beautiful
so
in here.
There is a person sitting right outside the window right now, and I can't tell if she can hear us. Hey, you look dumb outside. No, she can't hear us.
She can't hear us. Great. Or she has very thick skin.
Yeah, or she's just like, I know. Everyone's been telling me that since I was a kid.
Right. With access to catering, bakery, flower, and artisan vendors, this is a great place to book for weddings, corporate or community meetings, classes, conferences, and holidays or cocktail parties.
Don't forget ghost podcasts.
And ghost podcasts. Mainly ghost podcasts. It's located at 605 Esther Street in Vancouver, Washington.
And there are a lot of very basic paintings on the wall for sale. Painting of a bear, $500. Here's a tree, $200.
That one's only $150.
Oh, yeah, that one's only $150.
And that one, actually my favorite one.
That one's your favorite one?
I like that one.
It's orange.
Yes.
It's very orange.
Yeah, I actually like that one too.
I'm the cynical one today. I'm like, ghost paintings? Whatever.
All of these were painted by ghosts.
Yeah, oh, that's nice.
They put up blank canvases and then they come in the morning and...
No one ever questions it. I love that they have like a rustic fireplace but then they have an outlet in the back of it to really takes away from
plug shit in.
Yeah, plug that electric fireplace in.
Yeah. They got candles in front of it.
They got candles in front. It looks like it's been used a bunch,
candles.
But they still have an outlet. Did they like buy a new fireplace and then just put markings on it to make it look like it was used for fire?
I think it used to be used for fire and
Where
probably
the ghosts like
isn't
make
anymore.
s'mores here at night and you can't see the fire and it doesn't affect the outlet but it burns the walls. That's what's happening.
That's what it is.
That's what's happening.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
The Slocum House is the only building that remains from the residential section of Old Vancouver of the mid-1800s. So this is the history of the house that we're sitting in.
Okay.
It was purchased by Charles and Laura Slocum for $700, which, accounting for inflation, would be almost $23,000 today. Which is actually not that much money.
Cheap.
Yeah, I thought that too.
It's a nice house.
It's a really nice house. Yeah. So that kind of surprised me.
Too many windows for me. I like my privacy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Although the natural lighting is nice for an event.
Yes, the natural lighting.
It is.
We're promoting the hell out of this place right now. The natural lighting is great for all your events.
That's part of what I do. But I believe it. Like, it is a nice place. Yeah, it kind of has like that community center feel to it.
They have one of the things they're selling is pictures of doors. They just have a collection of pictures of doors.
It's neat though.
Doors, it's in Italy though. Isn't that fancy?
In Italy?
Yeah, it's supposed to be Tuscany, I think, whatever.
Oh,
He's
I like it.
Oh, look at all those doors.
I must be basic, because I was like, I would put that in my home.
I'm currently holding a Starbucks coffee, so I suppose I should shut the fuck up.
So this house was built in 1877 by Charles W. Slocum and his wife Laura, modeled after the style of the home in which Charles grew up in Rhode Island, a modified Italian villa. Is that how you say that word? V-I-L-L-A?
I want to tell you.
Villa or villa?
Villa. You gotta say villa.
Is it villa?
You have to say it like that though. Otherwise you're being racist to Italians. Villa.
Okay, but I feel like that sounds more racist.
Italian villa. I'm Italian. I can say that.
Italian doors are. Okay,
I can say
fair.
it. I'm Italian.
Okay. Yeah, so it's modified to look like an Italian villa with a widow's walk, which is a widow's walk. I know. Okay. I didn't know what that was either.
That sounds sad.
I know. Well, I looked it up, and it
sounds like a walk of shame for after you've hooked up with a ghost. The widow's walk.
So after you've hooked up with a dead.
Yeah, after you've hooked up with your dead spouse.
Your dead husband.
You do the widow's walk. Because they
yeah.
had to go back to the afterlife. I got Scrabble. Gotta get home and play Scrabble with Jesus.
Yes, that's definitely what they're doing.
Yeah. Jesus is a cheater, by the way.
He's gotta be.
He's such a little cheat. Yeah.
So widow's walk.
Cheating death even. Am I right? All right, good.
A widow's walk is a railed platform built on the roof of a home, typically meant to provide a great view of the sea. This was common.
The sea.
The
sea in Vancouver. Oh yeah, I know what you meant. I know what the sea
was.
Well, no,
I'll tell you what it was.
Vancouver.
It was a common thing to see in homes on the East Coast in that time period.
Oh, he's doing a Rhode Island thing. Okay.
The widow's walk on this house once gave a view of the Columbia River before it was moved to its current location.
Wait, not the river didn't get moved to its current location.
The river got moved.
The river got moved.
No, the house was moved.
The house got moved.
Yeah.
How did they? Okay, so were the ghosts there beforehand or after? Because did the ghosts just come with the wood when you move it, or how does it? What?
It traveled.
The ghost. It didn't just stay in like the empty lot. Like, well, shit, I got no one to haunt now.
No, it folled the house.
By the way, should we be asking the ghosts pronouns? Do you think? Should we ask?
We can.
We should be doing that, I think.
Yeah, I think I've been assuming them.
You have been assuming them.
Yeah.
Fucking cis piece of shit. God damn it.
Oh, I haven't even gotten to the ghosts yet. And there's multiple ghosts, so they.
We'll just go with they, unless they want to talk to us. Just so you know, ghosts, I'm one of the good ones. I respect your pronouns. Yes. If I am misgendering you at any point, just give my balls a squeeze.
Throw some shit.
And I'll know. Yeah.
Across the room. And then we'll know.
No, I want you to give my balls a space. I don't want you to throw shit across the room. There's valuable paintings here. My ball's worthless.
We'll just keep trying genders until you stop throwing shit around the room, and then let us know.
Z. No, shit. Shit.
Oh, I meant like XE. Oh, that was fine. Let me put this back. Okay, so, once gave a view of the Columbia River before the house was moved. So the Slocum House was considered the first elegant mansion to be built in Vancouver.
Ooh, did they describe themselves as an elegant mansion? That feels a little haughty.
No, it was described by a local newspaper, and I have the clipping from what they put in it.
Whatever. That's just them trying to make Vancouver sound like a big deal.
I think it was.
Slocum House is lovely, though. I feel like I should be endorsing it.
It's okay, I paid for my time here.
Okay, you're good. Yeah, you're good. We're done.
So construction finished and the property was unveiled to the public on New Year's Day in 1878, welcomed by a local newspaper. And I found this on Wikipedia, like a quote from the newspaper.
Yeah.
And I love it because it like takes me back to that time period. So it's 1878, right?
Picture it. 1878.
Picture it. Everything's in black and white.
Chariots going down. Everything's in black and white.
Do you want to hear what the
all white people in Oregon?
There's only white people.
Only white people in Oregon.
Period.
Yeah. Got another 50 years before that shit. Was it even more than that? It might have been even more than that. Wasn't it like early 1900s?
White people in Oregon.
Yeah, no, white people were.
No, wait, this is Washington.
Oh, this is why I forget.
Oh, never mind.
We came from Portland. Yeah. Road gig.
Yes. No, but actually, the last episode I did was at Fort Vancouver, and that's when Vancouver was established as a city. It was established by a British man who worked at the Hudson Bay Company across the river, I think.
Okay.
And he brought over, I think something like over 30 Native American tribes were attracted to this area. And
like sexually?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And French Canadian, I don't know.
French Canadian.
Diversity?
Bonjour.
Yeah, I don't speak French or Canadian. So, this is the clip. Okay,
give me the clip.
This is how important they were. Mr. and Mrs. Charles Slocum received their friends at their elegant new home.
That sounds dirty. Received their friends.
On New Year's Day. They have now finished and nearly furnished, which actually it's not
furnished.
It's
not at all furnished. We're sitting on a table that looks like it's from my high school graduation party. It's got the cheap tablecloth and the folding plastic chairs.
That's actually very accurate.
It's got my dead relatives everywhere, just like my high school graduation.
Yep, yeah, exactly, yeah. Were they dead at the time too?
Inside.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, who isn't? They have now finished and nearly furnished one of the handsomest residents in Washington Territory.
Handsomest, okay.
For completeness, neatness, convenience, and architectural beauty, it discounts any house we know of in the country. Their friends are glad to see them so agreeably situated.
This is a local Vancouver newspaper. How many fucking houses do they know of?
Well,
in the country. Ooh,
yeah,
it's a bold statement.
And also in 1878? Yeah.
The White House is pretty big too.
To travel though, it takes like months.
So, yeah, but then you don't say in the country. You're like in the county, and you're like, whoa, this person's worldly. They've been around.
The whole county?
The whole county. Jesus, you must have one hell of a horse.
Yeah. So they were a pretty big fucking deal. Yeah. Like to have the newspaper write about their handsome mansion.
Handsome, untouchable, country-topping house.
Tops
with
the country.
A painting of doors that's being sold for $200. It actually, fun fact, it was built once and then got burned down by the Canadians during the War of 1812, and then it was rebuilt.
So it was built before 1812?
Yeah, and then it was burnt down by the Canadians during the War of 1812.
I thought they were so peaceable.
Well, it was really the Brits that were being a real problem, because they were like, hey, you used to be a British soldier, now you're an American. Come on, you're coming with us now.
Yeah.
And that started the war, and they're like, hey, Brits, or hey, Canadians, you know how like you don't have any weapons or money or anything? You're fighting with... I was a history major, so...
Oh, you were? Okay, great.
No, I was not.
Oh.
I'm just giving the most incoherent, babbling explanation.
Or you're just making assumptions?
I'm not making it up. No, I think it was the Canadians. The White House got burned down during the War of 1812, and I think it was the Canadians. I sound so fucking smart right now.
Yes, you do. So, well then we know that the White House does predate this house.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Was it rebuilt in the same style then?
I do not know. I went to a shitty school. I don't know.
Maybe they rebuilt it with a more contemporary for the time. I don't know. Great. So in order to rescue this mansion from urban renewal taking place in the late 60s, the house was moved from its original location 1 block north to Astor Short Park in 1966. So that's where we are right now.
Okay.
Since then, the Slocum House raised money to maintain this historic building by using it as a theater. The theater moved out in 2012.
Theater?
Oh yeah, it was a theater for a long time.
How do you use this as a theater? It was like 10 by 10.
Well, that's what I mean about, like, it feels like that.
Is it like a community center
feel,
play? Yeah, oh my God, yeah.
Like, it feels like you'd come here for, like, day camp when you're, like,
yeah, this is the most, like, campy, haunted place I've ever seen before.
Which is perfect.
This is where you'd have vacation Bible school.
Yes, that's exactly
how I forgot you're raised Catholic, too. Yes, perfect. I went to vacation Bible school every year.
Doesn't it seem like a place that you...
F-A-R-T-H.
Yes.
Gotta have faith.
Yes. I thought you said F-A-R-T. It's okay.
I wish I was a more clever kid. I could have burst into that during vacation Bible school.
Yeah, it does though. It seems like I was in a lot of like theater classes as a kid.
Me too.
And it feels like this would be a place that you go for like day camp in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have a little play we're doing.
We're doing selected scenes from Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah, selected scenes.
We can't do the whole thing.
Exactly. One time I was in a summer camp at like a community center that looked a lot like this actually. There actually was a stage though. And I think that
the world's a stage, am I right? Teenagers.
I was probably like 8. And I think they just didn't have a role for me, and I was a cactus.
You were a cactus?
So I had to stand, I was like in an all-green... No.
That seems cruel. Why wouldn't they just take a day off?
I had to hold branches, which
so cruel.
Cactuses don't have branches either.
Yeah.
So I just had to just stand there and not move.
That's very cruel. At least like make you a stage manager, some other fake shit like
I killed it. I don't know why I'm so afraid to be on stage now, though.
Yeah.
It's like if you could be a cactus.
You've done it.
For the whole, you did it.
What
more embarrassing thing could happen to you?
I don't think I could embody a cactus. I just couldn't put myself in their shoes.
Yeah, I really got into the headspace of a cactus. I'm a method actor,
water.
It's like I'm just feeling prickly. Yeah, it went great. So, okay, bye.
I'm still here. The mic is attached to me. You could have kept talking and no one would have known. I was throwing away my Starbucks cup.
Okay. So it was a theater. The theater moved out in 2012, and in 2013, a winery moved in for a short time. As of 2015, the Vancouver Farmers Market has taken over the lease of the building.
Did the ghosts just keep drinking all the wine? Like they would just, or was it like an employee who was like, I don't know, the ghosts are drinking it, man.
Probably ghosts. I don't know. So now the Vancouver Farmers Market took over the lease and offers meeting and special event space to the Clark County community. Okay, this is where it gets into the haunting stuff.
Okay, here we go. Let's do it.
There are no recorded deaths in this home.
The people outside are staring at us now. They were a second ago.
They're like, I don't think they're allowed to be in there. But we're locked out, so.
Yeah. Oh, the door's locked. That's right. We're
the doors
are
locked.
Place.
We have this place.
The lady who introduced us was so cheery. He's like, we'll lock you in if you want. Okay, this is how I die.
You can never get out.
This is how I'm going to die.
Yeah, we're spending the night here. I thought that was.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Perfect. I hope you had enough Starbucks for the whole night.
Do you think any of these ghosts are like dealers? Because I could really use some, you know.
A little bit of yay. Pick yourself back up.
Yeah.
That caffeine didn't do enough for you.
No, I didn't do enough. I need to bring myself back down. I went a little too high.
Oh, you don't want to go to get yay.
Oh, you're talking about blow? I can do that. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, good.
Let's do it. Fuck it. YOLO. Come on.
Let's do it.
Or actually, you don't only live once, because, hey, ghosts everywhere, baby.
That's true.
YOLO is a fake thing to say.
Yeah. YOLO is bullshit.
YOLO is bullshit.
I say NOLO. NOLO. That's so fucking stupid.
I love it so much.
Okay, so there's no recorded deaths in this home, but that doesn't mean there's any shortage of paranormal activity here. A slim young woman has been seen on the stairs.
Slim young woman.
Yeah, that's how she was described.
Slim young woman.
She's not fat. She's not old.
Slim. Okay.
She's not a fat old lady on the stairs. Which
I just want to picture like, yo, this fucking ghost fucking hot, man. Hot ghost.
A fat old ghost could be hot.
Fucking bitches
Body
here.
positivity. But this one is a fox.
Fucking hot, man.
A slim young woman.
Got those little titties, baby.
Oh my God. Has been seen on the stairs and has been known to cause some mischief.
That's just me. I just do that sometimes. I'm sorry. I'm a slim woman and I like to cause mischief sometimes. And I look very pale.
Have you been known to pull costumes off their hangers and knock cups over?
That's what I'm known for. That's like my brand.
You have a lot in common with the resident spirit here.
Okay.
She's also been seen in the back of the house.
I really want this just to be like a Scooby-Doo scenario where it's just a dude in a mask being like, and they don't really cares, you know?
The manager the whole time.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any goals. He does not causing any mischief. He's just dressing up as a ghost, and that's just what he does. Yeah.
That's
just Roger.
Leave him alone.
Yeah.
We just humor him. One source suggests that this woman could be the spirit of Mrs. Slocum herself.
Was Mrs. Slocum a fatty?
No, she was a slim young woman. It's said that Mrs. Slocum sadly could not have children. Though this was
she's too slim.
She was far too slim.
So slim that she would just get torn asunder. Oh, I just quoted Adam Posse. I'm sorry, Adam Posse, you're living.
Oh, yeah.
Torn asunder!
From his brother's wife?
Yeah,
yep.
Samoan baby. You know what? I was 10 pounds in some ounces too, so I feel like I should be included. Maybe I'm part Samoan. You know?
Maybe you are.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, if you believe.
If you believe hard enough. Yeah.
You will be.
Like a Rachel Dolezal situation.
Oh, yeah. Rachel Dolezal or whatever?
Dolezal.
I just said
Dolezal.
Is that how you say her name?
Yeah, D-O-L.
I've only ever seen it like written.
No, it's like Jal. Dolezal.
She's just like, I just feel black.
Yeah.
Like, well, then you are.
Honestly.
Make sure you lead the community.
Yeah.
Wait, have you ever seen... There's
a documentary about her?
No, but it's similar. It's a documentary. It used to be on Netflix. It was called The Woman Who Wasn't There.
No, I've never seen that.
Okay, I recommend it to people constantly, but it's no longer on Netflix, which is a real bummer.
Okay.
But
it doesn't exist anymore.
My favorite genre of movies is actually not a real genre. I made it up. It's called cringe docs, and they're documentaries that make you cringe.
Okay.
The Woman Who Wasn't There is about a woman. This kind of ruins it a little bit, not really, but...
I'm not going to watch it, it's fine.
Okay, nobody will. Which is a bummer, because it's really good, very cringy. But it's a woman who basically takes over a 9/11 survival group.
Always funny.
And she wasn't there. So, like, she overthrows the leaders of this group, like, turns the group against them.
Leaders? There's a leader of the...
Well, like, they had, like, organized the group of, like,
what do they do?
survivors.
They just,
I think they just talk about, like, trauma that they experienced, and, like, it's like a therapy group, basically.
Why do you need a leader for that?
It's just like people who started it, I think.
Okay.
But she somehow,
it's just
like...
a weird power move to be like, I'm the...
But she wasn't there. She wasn't in the Twin Towers.
But if you believe hard enough...
And she did.
And you know what? What is time and space anyway? You know what I mean? What is time and space?
All what you believe
I was in the
perceive.
Twin Towers. You were in the Twin Towers. We're all one energy.
We're all one.
Bouncing against each other.
That's
right?
Yes. Your struggle is my struggle.
Mm-hmm.
I understand it completely.
Yes. Yes. I was in Rwanda during the filming of Hotel Rwanda.
During the filming?
Yeah, I wasn't there during the...
I'm not going to cross any lines.
No, I'm not going to cross you. I was there during the filming. I was like, hey, Don Cheadle, I saw you. Well, you weren't in Iron Man yet, but I will see you in Iron Man. That was the conversation we had.
Because all of time exists.
What is time, right? What is
exactly.
time? Yeah. I love it. That's the Don Cheadle movies. Iron Man 2. That's
Iron Man 2. Yes, perfect.
God, I hate myself so much.
So it's said that Mrs. Slocum sadly could not have children, though this was one of her only true desires while she was alive.
Okay.
She coped with this sadness as best she could, always loving children and welcoming the neighborhood kids into her home with cookies and parties.
How about you just adopt, you old-fashioned bitch? Just fucking adopt. I don't have a uterus and I want kids. Whatever, you just adopt something.
Just adopt. Yeah, that's true, I guess.
I get so sick of people who are just like, I can't have boo fucking who? There's plenty of kids without parents. I'm sorry that this is not, this is getting really polemical. I'm sorry.
Okay. And that's okay. I'm very good at offending people,
okay,
so don't worry.
Yeah.
I never mean to.
Sandy Hook was staged.
Oh my God. the opinions presented
do not necessarily
reflect that of the host and or creator of this show. Anyway, we might be getting a little off topic.
Yeah.
Sometimes when children are in this home, people report feeling her presence here. A person who appears to be Misty has even been seen by some people.
Misty?
Standing in the background and staring silently at the gathered children, which is creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, and weird. Also, like, what I thought was kind of creepy is that she'd have the neighborhood kids here with, like, cookies and parties. For some reason, like, and maybe that's, like, indicative of a different time or something, but, like, now I think about it, I'm like, that's scary. They're, like, the children, I don't know, it's very, like, witchy. You know?
Oh, that's a weird hard line for you to draw. We're here for a ghost podcast. You're like, oh, that's witchy stuff. I don't want anything to do with that.
No, I fully do.
Okay.
Actually. But, I don't know. There's something, like, creepy about, like, I want all the neighborhood kids in my home.
Definitely. Yeah, if she was messed up, she had some problems.
Yeah. Plus, she was, like, a slim young woman.
Slender, sleek young woman.
She has no business.
So beautiful.
She's making cookies. No, she's not eating them. She can't maintain that figure.
She's a ghost.
It's said that Mrs. Slocum's husband, Charles, can also sometimes be seen or felt in this home.
What's his, the only one there's like a game on or something like that?
But what?
The only one there's like a game on or something like that?
With a game on?
I was just making men like sports joke.
Oh, no. But that his presence is far less welcoming. Oh, like a sports game.
Yeah, thank you. You're getting my fucking
like
joke.
Sports ball.
Idiot.
Sorry, I'm a woman.
I don't know. Listeners at home, you decide. Text 101 if what's-her-face is a big fucking idiot.
Me, Sara Jones.
No, I said what's-her-face. That's
Slocum? Mrs. Slocum?
No, I'm talking about you. Your name. I was trying to be humiliating to you.
The problem is that I am a big fucking idiot. So I'm like, right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I'm humiliated.
Good. Exactly what I wanted. This is when now the ghost of Mr. Slocum is going to come out and be like,
that's what he likes.
I'm not very welcoming.
He likes humiliating women.
Yeah. Why did she raised her eyebrows at me when she said that? I think I'm about to get dominated right now.
That's for after. Although some believe that this more menacing male presence isn't Charles at all, but instead that of a man named Amos Short.
I think it's collectively our father. Like, it's whoever your father is, that's the presence.
Oh, I thought you meant who art in heaven.
No. Again, Catholic, but no. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. It's God. Why not? God is real, and He's only here.
He's only.
That's why. House. Yeah, He's been here since the towers fell.
Only since 2001.
Since
is
2001.
When he decided to just settle.
Time to intervene. To Vancouver. No one's taking this house down. Terrorists beware. God is here.
God is
real.
I'm waiting for if there's like a demonic presence, like that would be so fucking rad. The fireplace turns on.
Would you rather hang out with God or Satan? I would definitely rather hang out with Satan.
I don't know which one I'm more afraid of.
I feel like if hell isn't real, if I'm not going to hell especially, I want to hang out with Satan. I don't know.
Just to visit.
Yeah, it's like, hey dude, you want to listen to some tunes?
Explore all the corners.
Do some drugs,
Yeah.
Have some fun.
Yeah.
And honestly, the devil got a bad name for bringing Jesus water in the desert? Like, what the hell? That's a neighborly thing to do.
Is that what he did?
He got a bad name, tempting Jesus in the desert. He's like, no, he's bringing a water. He's not.
He's like, this is cruel.
Yeah.
I know that he was like one of the favorite angels.
Yeah, he was like the main angel, and he fell down for challenging God. His only sin was challenging God, and God banished him forever. And then wrote a fucking book about it too. Like really petty. God's a really petty son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Just started a smear campaign for the devil.
But it's weird that he was his favorite angel.
Well, yeah,
it's God knows all. I don't get it.
Yeah, he's just. We're talking Old Testament God. This is like petty, swarm of locusts, women.
Kill your son.
Yeah, chop the top of your dick off because I said so kind of God. You know? Which is still a thing apparently. If you convert to Judaism when you're a man, you still have to get circumcised. Even if you're already circumcised.
No, I knew that.
You have to get circumcised again. Oh, okay.
Wait. If you're already circumcised?
You have to get circumcised
I didn't know
again
that.
with a special thing. Yeah.
But they numb you. They put you to sleep, right?
They put you to... I don't know.
Euthanize you.
I feel like...
Because they're like, are you serious? We're going to put you down for good.
Yeah, apparently it's just like all girls in Judaism conversion classes because guys are like, nah.
Yeah, they're like,
nope.
Nah. Yeah, that makes sense. That's really weird. Okay, some believe that the menacing male spirit is Amos Short. So when the Slocum House was moved to a new location, to where it is now, it was moved to the property belonging to Amos and his wife, Esther Short.
Did they just like pick it? How do you move a house? I don't know. You just like pick it up and move it over?
I think they move it
like
in
the episode of SpongeBob when they push Bikini Bottom away from the worm. You know what I'm talking about?
That's exactly how they do it. And it was only a block, so it wasn't like they had to push it that far.
Yeah.
So his wife was named Esther Short, and that's the name of this park.
Esther Shore?
Park. Esther Short.
Oh, okay. I was like, Polly Shore.
Yes.
Yeah.
Polly Shore owns this home.
Yeah.
And here he is
Mitzi.
now. Amos Short died in 1853 while at sea.
You don't want to let Polly talk?
No, Polly, shut up.
Yeah. You're done, dude.
No,
You're out.
it's not the 90s.
Yeah, you know who I am? This is my time.
We should stop because I'm doing an episode at the Comedy Store.
Fuck Mitzi Shore. No. Dead bitch.
I think Randy's going to suggest we cut all this part out. Like, we're taking this out. Not that they're going to hear it, but just in case.
Yeah.
So they're like, let's listen to just one episode to see what we're getting into. And they listen to this and they're like, fuck that bitch.
Honestly, Mitzi Shore, I want to blow as many people as she blew. That's a goal in life, is to blow as many people as Mitzi Shore.
Did she blow a lot of people?
That's the rumor. That she was all about that. She was all about that hooking up. And I'm like, honestly, good for you. Get it, girl.
I mean, I'm probably close.
You're probably close to Mitzi?
I'm pretty slutty.
I made a list of comedians in Portland that I hooked up with recently, and I feel very dirty about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Fortunately, I have not hooked up with any comedians.
Ooh, I've hooked up with 12 Portland comedians.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying not to like shit where I eat, but...
That's good. I can't stop. I'm just diarrheaing all over the table. Cannot stop.
I wonder how much of that I'm going to cut out.
I don't know. I hope none. I hope all this shit about Mitzi Shore stays in.
That I should really...
Nah. Come on, what are they going to do? You can't. How dare you? How dare you?
Oh,
Mitzi is an angel. I'm not saying she's fuck away, dude, honestly.
Yeah.
You want to be old and fuck away, do it.
I do not support slut shaming, like for real.
Yeah,
like,
me neither.
I, first of all, am a slut.
The only slut I shame is myself, and that's for other reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's only when you wake up like, that was dumb.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. But one time I got woken up by a dude being like, my girlfriend is here, you need to go in the next room. I had no idea.
Oh,
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I thought they were broken up. And then, yeah. I was like, I should probably drink less or something.
Yeah, or...
Oh my God, I was just sitting in his roommate's room, like he was just like going there, and his roommate was in there that I had never met, and he just like pops his head up, and I'm like, yeah, your roommate told me to come in here and hide from his girlfriend.
How are you?
And he's like, all right, he went back to bed. The most chill dude ever.
Yeah, or there's those times that you're like, it's a moment of desperation. This guy actually really likes me. What's up? No, that's horrible. Great. I just like to objectify men almost as much as they objectify me.
It's fun.
You know what I mean?
It's
It's like I just want to.
It's a real good time.
It just kind of levels the playing field a little bit.
Yeah.
Great. Amos Short. Yeah. So he died in 1853 while at sea. He had been
1853. Okay, good.
He had been returning to Vancouver from San Francisco.
Hey.
By 1848. The Shorts had built a cabin where the Slocum House now stands and had established a profitable farm on the site as well. By 1850, disputes with the British led to a gunfight.
Brits.
And Amos shot and killed 2 men in a place
Brits
now
aren't
known
men. Brits aren't men. Fuck that.
as Esther Short Park, which is where the house stands.
They built the park where the kids were killed, where the people were killed.
Yeah, this whole park that we're on right now is Esther Short Park.
There's like a bunch of children in the war. We should go around telling them the history.
People have been killed everywhere.
I know, but like to commemorate that with a park is just weird.
Yeah, but I mean, Disney World, all the corruption at Disney World and...
Okay, all right, you really want to go there? You want to dive into the Disney is corrupt thing? You're right, but this is
It's so fucked up.
This is a turn we're taking on this podcast now, okay?
It's really fucked up. Do you know a lot about it?
About Disney?
Yeah.
I mean, enough.
Yeah.
I know that Disney is pretty... I am available to be on movies or TV shows whenever you want, but I think Disney's a fine company. I think Mickey Mouse is an icon, and Walt Disney, he loves the Jews.
And
the Jews. What?
And black people.
Yeah. You said and blacks at first. That was...
Well, he loves Jews and blacks. He does. He wouldn't allow...
I just feel so guilty being two white girls in a room being like Jews and blacks.
He wouldn't allow any black people in his park. I don't think any Jewish people in his park.
Good for him. Stand your ground. But it takes on so much more meaning because he probably would be a stand your ground nut also.
Stand your ground?
The gun thing. He probably was a gun fanatic. I don't know.
I'm making assumptions. Yeah. And I'm sure he didn't like women. I don't, whatever.
He had a crooked dick.
Everyone knows that.
Walt Disney had a crooked dick.
And so does Mickey.
Yeah. Mickey definitely, yeah.
Some believe the male presence felt here is in fact the feisty spirit of Amos Short himself.
The feisty spirit of Amos Short.
Just shooting people, man.
Amos is feisty.
Yeah, he is. Famous Amos.
We're in Washington, my audience. Oh, shucks.
The theater group of the house decided to contact the Travel Channel TV show The Dead Files and have them come out here to conduct an investigation.
Just trying to ride on the X-Files coattails.
Yeah, right? Yeah. The Dead Files is a show
Dead Files.
Starring, I don't know if it's even still out anymore.
Starring a bunch of assholes.
Starring a psychic and a paranormal investigator who worked together.
That's what I said, a bunch of assholes. All right,
yes,
that's what I said.
Exactly right. To corroborate the experiences described by residents in a haunted home. What the Dead Files showed on television didn't come close to the interesting experience that have happened in this place in real life.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what we're gonna get to right now. Here, okay, we're good, great. For example.
Okay.
One night. It's story time now. I'm going to get into a story. So get into the mood. Pretend you're in a community center theater.
All the ghosts gather around. It's story time.
Ghosts.
We're telling your story.
Polly, take a seat.
Mitzi! Mitzi, there's a dick out down here. Get over here, Mitzi.
Wouldn't it be crazy
Dicks everywhere.
if one of these chairs just like flew away from us right now?
Jesus, Mitzi,
like,
all right.
Whoa.
I'll whip it out. All right, fine.
Like, perfect. Okay. Well,
I'm going to talk about Mitzi Shore the entire time, so you have to keep it in. You can't cut it out.
You're going to end my career before it even begins.
Dope.
Dope. You're like, I'm responsible for that.
Career ender.
You're like, I fuck all the comedians. I have to find some way to fuck you over. Okay. Okay, so for example, one night, the alarms went off all throughout this house, and a city employee came out to inspect the commotion. When he found no issues with the alarms on the main floor, he proceeded to the basement.
Oh, we're gonna go there later. Mm-hmm. We saw oh my god, yeah, okay, anyway.
Yeah. While in the basement, he began to hear heavy footsteps on the main floor, just above where he was standing. Certain that someone had broken into the house and was squatting, and potentially dangerous, the man called the police and quickly headed outside, which is just like right across from the door to the basement, so you can see how they just boop, waiting anxiously for their arrival.
Okay. Wimp.
Right?
Just get a baseball bat. Real man.
When the police showed up, the officers checked the main floor and found nothing. Ooh. They headed up the 2 stairways. There's one right there. Mm-hmm. That adjoin on the upper floor. They positioned themselves in such a way that there would be no way for an intruder to come in or out of the house and pass them without being seen.
Is it possible? I mean, couldn't the intruder have just left while the dude was in the basement coming out?
Like the heavy footsteps
later?
Yeah. Could have been.
Okay, all right. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to make sure.
Yes, okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. The cops yelled, "Whoever is up there, come out now. This is the police." Mm-hmm. As they do.
As they do. Professional.
Yes.
Yeah.
Professional. Valor. What was the third one?
Police brutality.
The cop cars for listeners in Vancouver, they have 3 words printed on them. It's professionalism, valor, and we can't remember the third word. And brutality.
Yeah, Eric Garner.
Great. Just then, they heard footsteps in one of the rooms. The sound of the heavy footsteps came to the doorway, then entered the hall. Both officers stared in the direction of the sound of footsteps, but saw nothing. Mm-hmm. The steps continued. They listened in disbelief as the steps came closer and closer to them until they came to only a few inches away from where one of the officers was standing and stopped. The house and hallway was completely silent. Both officers stood there, watching and waiting. Finally, the officers broke the silence by bursting into a fit of incredulous laughter. The city worker, still waiting downstairs for the officers, assumed that they had found a naked squatter with clogs on. I'm not sure why he assumed the squatter was naked. Maybe he thought that's why they laughed. I don't know, but it's really specific.
Clogs.
Maybe that's where the heavy footsteps. I know, but just picturing someone naked with just clogs on is like you're like, that's why they were laughing, because of the clogs. I don't know. That's not the point. When the officers came down, however, they were alone. When the city worker asked why the two officers had started laughing, they explained that for years, officers had disliked coming to this house because they claimed to have seen and heard things. The officers admitted that they were the worst when it came to making fun of the other policemen for their superstitions. Now, they conceded, we can't really do that anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
Spooks.
There's a ghost that just doesn't want to be seen. I found out recently that's a racial slur.
What is?
I don't even want to say it. Like,
spooks?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
What is it? What race?
Black people.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
I learned the hard way. I definitely learned the hard way.
How did you learn the hard way?
I posted a picture of my current partner on Facebook, and I'm like, I love this spook. I started.
Is your partner black?
Nope. But it was also just like a racial slur, so like you don't post that on Facebook really.
And people corrected you?
My ex did. No one else did.
Well, whatever. That's an ex.
It's a thing. I promise you that you will get some people being like, don't do that.
Because sometimes when I post about the show, I'll just be like, we found some spooks. But I mean like spooky ghosts.
I know what you mean, but it's a slur.
It's so a part of like my vernacular. Like,
yeah, I like that word too, but what are you gonna do? I'm gonna say it one time, and you've already said one, so I feel like I can say one also.
Yeah, you already did.
Gypsy. Oh, I got two. Fuck. Is a slur also.
No.
Romani people is the name they want.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a slur.
I thought that gypsies.
There we
like,
go. Now we're even. There we go.
No,
I so hope that you cut out the Mitzi Shore part and you decide not to cut this part out.
I won't cut this part out.
Oh, please do. I'm saying two racial slurs in this part.
But you don't mean. I think it's all in intention. Like it's not like you're trying to.
I still think you shouldn't. I still think you shouldn't say it.
But I mean, okay. So here's the thing. First of all, I thought gypsies were like fictional, like princesses.
No,
like,
it's a culture.
I know. Yeah. I learned that when I moved here.
Yeah.
I had never heard that before I moved here, though. I always thought of like Esmeralda, like from the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Isn't she called a gypsy?
Yeah, I mean, like we said, Disney's not great.
You're right. Yeah. Hey, it all comes full circle.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't say gypsy that much, but I do say spooks a lot.
Also, if you say someone got gypped, it's the same thing.
Oh my god.
I know, right? No, stop pretending like it's that much of a staple for you. How am I gonna live? Jesus
But what
Christ.
if someone's gypping me?
Oh my god. Jesus. Can't you just be white and then it'll be all easy?
You have to just say they're Jewing you around? Like, what are you supposed to say that's not offensive?
There's so many things you can say other than that.
Totally joking.
Let's not get into this. Did not sign up for this.
Bye,
Fox News
career.
bullshit.
Season 1's been fun.
I'm telling you, keep the Mitzi Shore stuff and cut the racial slurs. I'm telling you. Or keep them both. Whatever. I don't care.
No, I'm just nervous.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Episode. Great.
Okay. Hey, Randall. Can you please edit?
Will you edit this show?
Will you edit the racial slurs out?
I don't know what to edit.
I
need your help.
I don't want to be on record having said racial slurs, so I'd love it if you could edit it.
Really? Seriously?
No. Oh, no.
No. Okay,
you can put what I just said in there, too.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I'm almost like so nervous that I'm just going to send it raw to Randy and be like, will you just fix this? Like, I don't know what to do. Will you try to not end my career? He's gonna be like, oh my God.
You can talk about Mitzi Shore. I don't know why it's okay to say Mitzi Shore loved blowing people. Why is it bad to say that?
Wait, she loved little people?
She loved blowing people. Mitzi Shore was a big old...
I thought you said little people.
She loved little people. Everyone knows that about Mitzi Shore.
Correct.
Who can get offended by that? Who doesn't love little people? Yeah.
I was like, oh, she only blew little people? The plot thickens.
Yeah, it's a weird fact.
Or shrinks.
Jesus, you can't go 2 minutes, can you?
God damn it. Oh, boy. For a while, a full-time caregiver lived in a small apartment within this building. He found it oddly difficult to keep cereal boxes stored on top of the refrigerator. The ghost, he came to realize, who haunted the upper portion of the house, does not seem to like objects placed on top of appliances. Whenever he would place something there, usually his cereal boxes, and left the room for a few minutes, he would hear the box being swatted down and landing unceremoniously on the floor, as if some spirit angrily pushed it off.
Okay. Ghosts.
In the spring of 2000, a caregiver was alone here, possibly the same guy, I don't know.
Yeah, I think this guy is just starved for attention.
Yeah, probably. And me too. And so a caregiver was alone here, taking a bath and minding his business.
Taking a bath? Who the fuck takes a bath at their work? What the hell is that about?
I don't know. He must have lived in an apartment.
Caretaker's taking a bath.
He must have lived in an apartment upstairs. That's what I think.
Okay, let's go find it.
Yeah, well, she said it's messy. We can go up there.
Yeah, I want to find it.
Let's take a bath. Clean up. I didn't shower today.
Let's do it.
That'd be perfect. Mm-hmm. Okay. So he was taking a bath, minding his business, when he noticed a rustling in the women's costume room. Assuming it was simply a billowing curtain in a draft, he brushed off his alarm and resumed his relaxation. Still, he mentioned it to his sister Rebecca later that day. Rebecca reminded him that there were no curtains in the women's costume room, and instead offered the explanation of a haunting by a figure that she too had seen in the room. Rebecca had another experience in the basement of the home where we're gonna go.
I'm excited about that.
Me too. Mm-hmm. Which was not part of the original house, because remember, it was moved to a new foundation.
This is also tricky.
Once, while searching for purses and shoes for a play, Rebecca saw something move from the corner of her eye. When she looked in the direction of the movement, of course, nothing was there. She resumed her search for props until she saw movement again, but this time in another location. Again, she looked in the direction of the movement and again saw nothing there. She began to feel uneasy and as though she was being watched. Moments later, she went into another room to begin looking for hats. For play. Okay. Not just in general. When she turned on the light, she saw a figure briefly, which moved quickly to hide behind some furniture in the room. Rebecca froze in terror, staring momentarily at the stacked furniture. She had seen enough horror movies to know better than to investigate, but from where she was standing, she believed that if she had looked behind the furniture, nothing would be back there. The menacing feeling began to billow and grow thick around her, and she left quickly after that, forgetting all about the hats. The Clark County Historical Museum puts on a haunted walking tour through downtown Vancouver every year that starts here at the Slocum House.
Downtown Vancouver.
The tour?
Ooh, Starbucks!
No, there is. Fort Vancouver is hella haunted too. Okay. Right close by here.
We did just see a bunch of military stuff on the way here.
There is that. I did that episode with Alex Falcone. That'll come out a week before this one.
Okay.
The tour starts in October. They're popular and fill up quickly, so make sure you reserve your spot as soon as possible. That's what I got for you.
All right. This place is haunted.
Yes. It's haunted, and we are actually going to go check it out.
Let's check it out. Let's do it.
Check it out. Good. My chair is really sweaty.
Let's go. There is just crappy paintings on the wall everywhere, y'all.
I like this one.
Oh, is it a painting of some scenery or something?
It's like a burger joint.
Oh, it's a diner?
Yes.
Campus burger. Oh, they have the Pepsi logo on it, too. I feel like, am I allowed to say?
I don't know.
Pepsi. It's the Britney Spears had a commercial with that.
Oh, really?
I think so, right? Oh, also Kylie Jenner was like hey, let's all get along, police. Here's a Pepsi.
I'm going to be honest with you. I would not be able to pick Kylie Jenner out of a crowd.
I wouldn't either. I just know her name.
I know the name.
She was in that commercial. Okay, here comes the basement.
I have just been dying to go to the basement. I didn't know if they would let us.
It's the most haunted looking part of it.
I didn't know if they would let us come down here, but when she said that, I was like, oh my God, yes.
Okay, here we go.
So this
rakes.
Oh, there's like a whole little kitchen down here. They got some wine. There used to be a winery, I guess, so hey.
Do they have wine over there? You think they would know?
I think they would know.
What's up here? Let's go up here.
I think that just opens to the outside. Do you want to open it? Yeah. The other one.
Might be it. What do you mean?
Does it not? Oh, these probably have to be. Oh, wait, there's an alarm.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We're just trying to push open trapdoors we see in the basement.
Yeah, we're just bold as fuck.
There's so much free wine
everywhere. Yeah.
We could take a bottle and no one would know. This is a white wine. It's a cuvee.
Well, I don't know what that is.
It has...
Who's that?
A ghost, I think. I think it's supposed to be an empty label, but there's just a ghost hanging out there.
Let's take a picture for the Instagram. Great. What if they're like, there's not a fridge down there?
Oh, it's cold in here.
Try to put a cereal box on top.
Wait, I'm gonna try. I've never been inside a fridge before. Lock me in! You're like Indiana Jones. Great. I'm inside the fridge. It's dark. Open it up! Ah! Jesus, okay. That was scary. I was just inside the fridge for a minute.
There's... Ooh. Ooh. What is this?
Ghosties.
So let's, for listeners, describe what we just found in the basement.
It looks like where they hide from the aliens at the end of Signs. It's that sort of basement. It's all brickish and old and dark, and there's like ventilation shafts.
There's like a separate part of the basement that's just closed off.
There's a ghost hanging out in the corner.
There's ghosts in here.
Yeah. They've got a heat gun. Where the fuck that is?
Doesn't it seem like someone just like lives here?
Yeah. Like it's I don't know. Like a mechanical genius. Oh, okay. That's
Careful.
There's doors over here, there's sinks, there's
mysterious cold
valves
spots everywhere.
Mysterious cold spots. I would say it's because of the air conditioning, but we can call them mysterious.
It's mysterious
we can call them mysterious cold spots.
What if all these glasses just got thrown off right now?
We would be owed
There's
them a lot of money.
On the
they would not believe it. Ghosts. Knock them all over and be like, I don't know what happened.
Oh my God.
Ghosts, man.
Yeah, you're right. They would not believe it was
No way. Oh my God. If the ghosts had a good sense of humor, they would do that.
Oh
what the fuck is this room? Oh, it's just storage. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a hose.
There's mysterious storage down here.
A lot of banana boxes.
Decorate a pumpkin.
Dole banana boxes. An umbrella.
Wait.
Smells like BO.
There's heavy footsteps right above our head.
Yeah, that's the office right above.
I know. But
cynical one on the counterpoint. It's almost like we have two distinct points of view, right?
Oh, everything's fine. Okay, are you satisfied
I'm cool with
the basement?
Yeah, it's good job, basement.
Good job, basement.
We should take the wine with us, though.
No, we shouldn't.
Whatever. Fucking party pooper.
Another pretty. Ooh, this is kind of a pretty.
Did you just get a dick pic?
No, probably.
Or a dick video?
No, that one was just a picture.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I think it was a meme.
A meme? A dick meme?
Probably.
Files! It's warm up here. It's not haunted. We should go downstairs. They have all their bills and statements right here for me to peruse.
Leave us alone.
I am gonna burn this podcast to the ground. God damn it.
There's the bathtub.
The bathtub. I can't believe they just take a bath up here.
Look at this room.
I would live here. This is a nice house.
It is a nice house.
And the ghosts seem friendly enough. Nice slim woman to hang out. She's not a fatty, at least. Am I right? Yeah, high five. All right.
Fuck fatty. No, I'm just kidding. We don't body shame here.
I do.
Ooh, look at this fireplace.
Does it also have an electrical outlet in the back? No, this one's legit. It's even got wood in it, I think.
No.
No, it's okay. Ooh, did you hear that? Ooh.
No.
Oh boy. Hot dog.
Hot dog. So when the cops came up, one of them was probably up here. Mm-hmm. One of them was over there. And they probably heard the footsteps right here.
He was in the bath. Ooh, there's more up there. If we can get up there.
The ladder to the attic.
Let's go up in the attic. They can get up there.
No, we shouldn't. But that is...
That's where the ghost would be.
Looks like it's closed off.
I almost said the racial slur again.
This must have been the women's costume room, and there are drapes in here. Or at least there are now. See, because if he was sitting in the bath and like saw something, it would have been in this room, right?
Yeah.
Because you're like sitting here. Well,
it's hot up here.
It's hot. Let's go.
Let's go downstairs.
Go back to the basement. Get wine drunk.
Ooh. What do we have here?
Little crawl space. Ooh.
Ow.
Oh my God, are you okay?
Nope.
Sorry to laugh at your misery.
That's okay.
So we should peek our head in maybe and let her know we're heading
Okay,
out.
that sounds good. Are we done?
Yeah, I think so. We'll take our mics off when we get back. What is that? Dang it.
My RPG mind is going crazy though. It better not just be a map. Better be something else. Maps are lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a slingshot. Yes.
Yes, a new piece of armor. Okay, so at the end there, we found a large, mysterious chest. It looked old and interesting, and both of us were instantly fascinated by it. We opened it, and nothing was inside, which was a huge bummer. But as I went back and did the editing for this episode, I don't know what accounted for that eerie background sound. It's subtle, but it is creepy. Make of that what you will. I hope you had some fun exploring the Slocum House in Vancouver, Washington with Corina and I. If you live in the Portland area or are visiting, be sure to check Corina out at her show, The Gay Agenda, every fourth Tuesday at Alberta Street Pub at 8 p.m. Be sure to check us out on social media too. You can find us with the handle @LitDarkPodcast or take a look at our website, litdarkpodcast.com, where you can find some of our awesome merch available now. If you're listening to this episode on the day it airs, Wednesday, September 5th, 2018, and are in the Portland area, what are you doing Friday night? We have a special last-minute announcement. Laughing in the Dark is doing our very first ever live show on Friday, September 7th, 2018 at 10:30 p.m. at Kelly's Olympian in downtown Portland. We will be following X-Ray Talk radio show Casual Sex, a sex, love, and relationship advice show. Sex and spookiness. What more could you ask for? We would really love to see you there. There's a $5 suggested donation at the door, and all the proceeds will go to X-Ray. Full disclosure, I'm terrified of being on stage. So if you do come out to my first ever live show, please be gentle. Special thanks for this episode goes to Sarah Schneider, my manager, Jonathan Cooper, my graphic designer, Randall Lawrence, my producer, Nick Wilson at Bridge City Media and Design, Dan Stutzman for being you and all you do, Corina Lucas, my guest, and of course, a very special thank you to all of you for listening.